Lieutenant Horn, Imperial Intelligence. I have orders to act as your liaison. I've prepared a briefing, should you require it.
Start from the beginning. I haven't been given a lot of details.
This is Zale Barrows. After helping break the Mandalorian blockade during the war, the Republic offered him considerable latitude to plague the Empire.
Owe him a bloody lip.
Then, after the Treaty of Coruscant, the Republic retained him as their unofficial ferryman to Belsavis.
You have a location for Barrow's ship?
We observed his freighter land on Belsavis before our forces invaded. No vessels larger than a shuttle have been spotted leaving the surface. Belsavis is a remote ice ball with minimal natural resources, the perfect place to keep things you'd rather forget. Which is why the Republic has constructed a substantial prison fortress here to hide away their undesirables.
If it's just a prison, why all the Imperial interest?
We think there may be more to this prison, but our primary objective is to extract persons of interest. That includes a large number of Imperial prisoners of war the Republic did not wish to release after the Treaty of Coruscant. Our landers can insert you into the Republic fortifications relatively near the last known location of Barrows's vessel.
Get me on the ground, Lieutenant.
It will be absolute pandemonium planetside. This is my direct holofrequency. I am on call should you need me.
Won't be dull.
What is it, Mako? I just touched down.
I've been combing through the Imperial's network since we docked. After cross-referencing their records with data on the holonet, I hit pay dirt. Surprise, surprise. There are a lot of people locked up on Belsavis with outstanding bounties.
That was good thinking.
Just doing my job. Most aren't worth much, so I narrowed it down to the best payout. A gang of bandits who heisted a major shipment from the exchange. This one's all or nothing, so here's the complete list. Oh, and don't worry about dragging them back. These creeps are wanted dead.
Sounds like Lover Boy's coming back. Ain't you gonna welcome him home? Hey, Zale! I like your plaything. Maybe I'll keep her a while. You ain't Zale?
Maybe we should give them some privacy.
Tell me where he's hiding, or I'm gonna crush Girly here like a bug.
What makes you think I care what happens to her?
You're trying to scam me. That it? Ain't gonna work. If killing Zale's little girlfriend don't get you talking, bet I can come up with something that will.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't paint you both all over the walls and ceiling.
Huh. You really ain't with Zale. Lucky day, Girly. You're still the only one left to rat him out.
You can just shoot me. I'm not telling you anything.
Your boy's not getting off this rock, got it? He was finished the minute I took the contract. So decide just how bad you want the next 10 minutes of your life to be. Get me?
I don't know where he is. Wait. Please, I know where he's headed. Zale stormed off after some argument with the warden, said he had unfinished business. He took M30B to get the central power plant back online, said not to wait for him. That's all I know.
If anyone asks, you were dead when I got here.
Oh, when you take a guy down, you don't do it halfway.
Hey! She was mine!
Get between me and Barrows and we have a problem, understand?
You want Zale? Take what's left of him when I'm done. Nobody's putting a squeeze on that punk but me!
Can't shake the feeling I've seen that ugly mug someplace before. Cut it a little close there, Em.
Nice try, but you... I'd kinda hoped the first time I met you, it'd be captaining your one-way trip to lockup.
Looks like it's the other way around.
Sorry, chum. Don't have time for a trip right now. Work troubles, you know how it is.
And cue the moron.
Friend of yours? Hate to disappoint, but even your thick skull won't break through this force field.
What are you standing around for? Let's blast this place to pieces!
I don't throw temper tantrums.
It ain't a temper tantrum! Blast the generators and Zale ain't got nowhere left to hide! Soon as this field drops, me and Zale are gonna get reacquainted.
It's lights out, Zale.
Dirty rotten!
You let him get away, didn't you?
It ain't my fault! The rats scurried down this little hole while you were taking a sweet time wrecking the place! Tin Can wouldn't give up where he was going. Guess I broke it.
You can't beat answers out of a droid, moron.
Morons what I call runty bounty hunters dumb enough to pick fights! I got an idea how to keep this heap talking. There's lots more junk like this thing walking around keeping the runts in line. They get built at a plant deeper in. Bet there's parts to hotwire this trash and shock some answers out of it.
Show me this droid plant.
Place is inside Mac's lockup. Ain't getting in there without some major boom-booms. And I only got this dinky piece. You blast the place up. I'll haul this junk over and grab us a couple of tech heads on the way. Deal?
Let's get down to it.
Come on, come on! Got you right where we want you now!
Thought I smelled something burning. Found us a couple volunteers.
You can't be serious. You want us to try and fix this? There's hardly anything here worth salvaging.
I only need to get inside its head. Find me something telling me where this man is going.
I think we can handle that. Dean, grab a diagnostic pad and a hollow emitter. This might take a little while.
Done all we can. If the Imperials want those prisoners, they'll have to crack them out of the tomb. It's out of our hands now. You can evacuate, Warden, but I spent too many years putting those fiends away to let it all be for nothing. Come on, Em. We're heading to the tomb. What's this tomb they're talking about?
I didn't bust all the way out of Max to miss my shot at that twerp.
If the Empire has a plan for getting in the tomb, I know someone who can clue us in. My target's last known destination is something the locals are calling the tomb. What can you tell me?
Unfortunately, everything we know about the tomb comes from the Republic's limited records. It appears that most of the interaction the Republic had was with the tomb's custodial droids, and only samples were normally allowed to enter.
What do you mean by samples?
Best guess? Life forms, based on the contents of the vaults thus far. For what purpose? Your guess is as good as mine. We do know the Republic turned their Imperial prisoners over to the tomb's custodians to prevent their recovery. All of our efforts are focused on regaining entry.
Put me in touch with your officer on the ground.
Commander Grang is in charge of gaining re-entry to the tomb. He'll be able to give you the current situation. However you get through, if you can reach these coordinates, contact me. I'll bring you up to speed on any discoveries.
I'm coming along. I ain't been waiting this long for someone else to have the pleasure of killing Zale. You get me that twerp, I show you where the law hides all the contraband on this rock. Deal?
You should let your money do the talking more often.
Don't push it. A friend takes a hike too, in case you're thinking you can pull something.
Suits me just fine.
Your concern is touching.
Next time I'll pack your lunch and bring your coat.
Horn, I'm in position. What have you got for me?
Analysis of data from the custodians is coming slowly, but I believe we found a solid lead. The bulk of the samples taken recently appear to have been interred in a vault we are designating Block 44. The majority of the Imperial prisoners have likely been taken there, making it the probable destination for your target.
Where can I find Block 44?
These coordinates are based on our analysis of the tomb's schematics, but that's as much as I know. If Barrows is sighted elsewhere, you'll be the first to know. Horn out.
You know, twerp.
How did you... You are good. Nobody shoot. Truce. Look, we could settle our differences, but not right here. I have to stop the Empire.
I'm not buying whatever it is you're selling.
We've got you outgunned. If you want to fight, I can give it to you. You help us spoil their rescue. Permanently. And I'll go quietly.
You'll go quietly when you're dead.
I thought you might say something like that. Fan out!
You're mine now, runt!
I was so close. So close!
I would know who you are, and how it is you came to our rescue.
I came for this piece of trash. You just happened to be here.
You have what you want, then. Be gone.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Zaley boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
You crawl into a tomb, Barrows. You risk getting buried.
This is gonna be a real treat.
No. Please, no. No!
Corpse is yours. I got all the fun I'm gonna out of it.
You're too kind.
You ain't so bad for a runt. You got style. I figured joining up with you's my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
Fine, but I'll be keeping you on a short leash.
Yeah, lead the way. Let's get the stash I was talking about and blow this joint. There, watch my back. Grab everything, let's go! That's no bullshit. Get up.
You here to take barrels off my hands?
I noted your return. I figured it was safe to assume you were successful, given your reputation. I prepared a report of your success for Darth Torman. I have your compensation right here.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant.
Likewise. I admit that I assumed your reputation exaggerated. I see I was mistaken. I must return to my duties. Again, a pleasure.
Everybody front and center.
You didn't mention we had a guest. Who's our large friend?
Torian's usually punctual.
Aw, let the kid have a day off. Better yet, wrap this up so I can get back to mine.
He told me he got a message from an old associate. They were going to meet at the cantina.
He can bring himself up to speed. I suggest everyone get acquainted.
Name's Skadge.
Skadge. Okay, interesting. Call me Mako.
This thing begging for a treat?
Skadge. Don't you worry, I've got it committed to memory.
So what's next?
Tormund still has a target for us to deal with.
You've been a busy boy. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if the boy's less close to you than we thought, it really doesn't matter. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for us to meet. If you want a chance to say goodbye, come to Hoth. We won't wait long.
Torian, we've got to save him.
He's not the one they're after.
Well, maybe not, but who knows what they'll do to get your attention.
Hate to say it, but she's got a point.
So what are we gonna do?
I plan to make an example out of these scumbags.
You're finally saying something interesting.
I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
Buddy, you've got no idea what you just got yourself into.
You don't say. Why don't you come a little closer and explain it to me? Ambush, run! You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you've got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Who are you working for?
We share a name you won't recognize. Geno Harridan. We solve the Republic's problems, remove troublemakers, keep things running smoothly. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
Pretty sidekick, Buster. Sorry we're late.
Well, this is embarrassing. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
You able to move out?
Definitely.
Hey, one of these creeps is still alive and kicking.
How? This should have been total overkill.
Buddy, I'll show you overkill.
It was just a job. The overseer says kill, I kill. You know how it is. I don't get a say. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
It's too late for regrets.
Finished?
You know, I was actually starting to miss you. Mako, get back and pull together some data for our next target.
Got it. Be careful, you two. Glad to see you both made it back okay.
Welcome back, kid.
Siki pinsi lakota kapota kinalo na pizza?
Thanks. We back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.